So I thought I would open up with a little tour of the print farm. Now, I want to excuse the mess here, first of all, because literally we have been inundated with orders, so much so that we haven't really had time to arrange things that we would have liked to. So this is using, by the way, some brand new equipment. It's just any excuse to show you around and any excuse to buy new equipment. So this at the moment is, yes, it's very messy. Now this here that you see there is actually part of the Snapmaker Artisan, which you may remember in a previous video I mentioned that we had. Well, we've still got to build half of that. It is printing, but this here is the other section to it, which means that we can engrave and we can do other such things with it. This, now there is a story behind this, and if you follow us on TikTok, you'll know, but this basically is a massive bag. It's got some parcels in there at the moment. I'll have to be careful not to actually show you the addresses. But it's got loads of parcels in it, and this is what we've been using at the moment to take our parcels, because there's so many of them, down to the actual drop-off zone. But this, I didn't realise it was that big. I didn't get my sizes right, but this basically is a polythene bag. Is it polythene? A cotton? I don't quite know. A material kind of bag that builders use to fill up with sand or stone. So it's very, very strong, and it roughly takes about a ton of material, and it's far too big for what we need. But anyway, we're using it, and it seems to be working quite well at the moment. So this here is all our stock. You will see that we've actually got quite a few products now, which is great. We're building them up slowly but surely, but still quite a mess. The mini cuties are here, and we need to get some more of them. So if anybody knows where we can get them from, then let us know, because the regular place, Home Bargains, which is a massive store in the UK, don't sell them anymore, and we can't get them. They need to be the same, because otherwise they're not going to stack up. Now, I just want to bring you to my ugly face at the moment, hi, and show you what's been going on with the printers, because do you remember I was telling you a little bit about how I was dreading fixing these printers? We've got a few which have been down for a while now. We've got this here, which is our A1 there, can you see it? And we've also got one down here, which is probably easier, to be honest, if I just turn you around and I show you this way, because we now have the technology. The A1 there, that is still yet to be, well, fixed. Let's look into it, and you'll see that we've got the little wires there which broke off because we had an absolute disaster when it came to the actual filament going back up into the nozzle, because there was a blockage. No, it wasn't a blockage, excuse me. It was actually, it came off the bed. So the first layer came off the bed. It was night time. We didn't know that was the case, and it basically stuck to the nozzle and went all over the hot end, and I've not yet had chance to sort that. Now, what Bambu Lab tell me is that they don't sell complete hot ends. So the problem we've got is that I need to take it to pieces and then distinguish which of the actual parts we need to renew on it. So it's not as easy as you may think. So just to go through, and we'll do this on more of our videos, the things that we're printing. So at the moment, this here is some of our dragons that we are doing. Now, these are the dragons that fit in the eggs, which shall, well, in fact, I can show you one of those eggs now. It's there in a random place on a shelf, of course, so that it can do two at once. This here is printing key rings for a business who wanted us to print off loads of them, so that's going well. We've also got our gear balls. Now, these have started selling again really, really well. So that is the matte rainbow colour. And then take a look at these here, because we've decided that we need to do some more mini cuties. But we're doing random colours, so they are a new brand or a new design. Well, not even a new design, it's basically a new colour of an old design. The rainbow ones. And then over here now, I want to know your advice on this, because we have had a few people asking if we can do Pokemon stuff. Now, we've done some mini samples on this. The problem is actually getting it right on the thing, there we go, is that you can't really sell copyrighted stuff like this on any of the selling platforms, okay? But we have had a person who, for their personal use, they won't be selling them, wants me to do 2 large Pikachus, which is what that is doing now. We've also got another gear ball here, which is in the beautiful black and green colour. And these should just be about to finish, really, these. Let's have a look how long we've got left on it. An hour and 44. This is one of our longest prints in quite a while. It was something like 38 hours, and they are our infinity cubes. They've been selling really well. And then we've got down here one of our diamond dragons, which again they've picked up and they've started selling again. And then finally over here an XL axolotl. So quite a lot going on at the moment in the print farm, and I'll show you this, because I guess if I shame myself, then maybe I will be encouraged to tidy up a bit. But this here is some of the orders that I need to package up. You can't see the addresses there, good. Now, this looks like chaos. It's not. This is where we build the items. When you watch us on TikTok, then this is sort of the stuff that you see. So we're very clever. We don't show you the messy bits. And these are the shelves that we've recently been adding to. And we've just started doing, actually, 3D... Oh dear. Oh no! I think they're all right. Are we okay down there? Yeah, they'll be all right. We can always print some more anyway. But Flappy Birds. Now, I just want to say, actually, that these here are the worst shelves that I've ever had the misfortune to come across. They are rubbish. They were from AliExpress, so what do you expect? They are rubbish. Don't buy them. Anyway, I just want to talk briefly, because I didn't want this to be too long of an actual film, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about fixing the printers, because I did mention to you that we had the A1, which you've seen, the A1 Mini, which hasn't been fixed yet, and then we've got the A1, which had to change the heat bed on it, and it was difficult. Genuinely, it was really difficult. I've been putting it off for quite a while, you see. And then I was like, I'll need to do it, because we need as many printers as we can have. And one of them had just been out for ages. It was changing the heat bed. Now the problem is with this, and I'll just go back to the printer to show you this, because the design of the Bambu Lab printers, sorry, I'm really sorry about this, folks. I'm just starting to learn how this gimbal thing works. I'll get the hang of it eventually. It's a very compact printer. It's a great printer, don't get me wrong, but underneath here, I pray that you never have to go in there, because it is so tightly fitted in there with all the parts that it's a nightmare. And you have to fit cables through different bits. You need to do this, you need to do that. I did do it eventually. It took me, and I think if you have a look, I put up a short on YouTube, and it's certainly on our socials. I managed to actually do it within about 2.5 hours. I had it in pieces all over the table, so I did manage it, and this is now actually well, I say that, it isn't plugged in, but it's printing really, really well. So it works, that's good. The next challenge, of course, as I said, is to try and fix that one down there, and I'll try and have that done for the next video we do. Can you see that there? Again, I'm still figuring out my camera work here, but hopefully this is becoming a little bit smoother with the footage, and now I'm actually shooting in the right frame rate, so I'm being told. If you want to know anything, if you've got any questions, then just fire them over, because of course we've seen the release of the brand new H2 the H2D printer. I always get confused with the character out of Star Wars, 3CPU, but yeah, that one. I don't know why I do. But what do we think of that, folks? The new one from Bambu Lab. Is it worth it? Have you got it? For me, I'm toying with the idea of potentially looking at getting one, but only because it's a bigger printer. I can't see myself actually using it to do the other things that people are using it for. But let's see. Let's see how it goes on, because it seems at the moment they're selling really, really well for Bambu Lab. But on the next episode, I think I'll do a little sit-down conversation, and I'll tell you my opinions on it, and also tell you a little bit about the new Elegoo printer. They've been in touch with me, Elegoo. They've seen my socials, and potentially I could be getting one of those, which I'm very excited for. But anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully it's a little bit smoother than other videos when it was just me holding the camera. But we're getting there. We're improving all the time, and we've even got proper microphones on now as well. Honestly, how professional. I'll see you in the next one.